Alliance is one of the more rare and interesting mechanics in the Digimon TCG, and with the upcoming release of the Double Typhoon Advanced Deck set, it is only going to get even more interesting. But what if you want to build with Alliance right now? Can we use it to build anything more than a meme deck using cards from a side set? Well, actually, yeah. In fact, Alliance has so much potential that it can absolutely break one particular card coming out shortly in EX5. Alliance is a relatively new keyword which debuted in EX4 Alternative Being. The way it works is that when a Digimon with the Alliance keyword attacks, you can suspend one of your other Digimon in order to add its DP to the attacking Digimons, and you also give that Digimon security attack +1 for the duration of the attack. Pretty simple. It's a link attack. And yes, you can suspend something that just entered the field. The Digimon attacking with Alliance is all that matters, as long as you have that second Digimon in play, of course. Originally confined to the Terriermon and Lopmon lines out of EX4, Alliance has since popped up in the SOC archetype, with Tamer AG Nagasumi giving Alliance to any SOC or Dark Animal Digimon, notably his OTK-loving doggo, Fenrilugomon. And come BT15, the Digipolice and X-Antibody archetypes will get access to Alliance through the Tamer Shu Yu Lin. Now, obviously, a keyword does not make a deck, and it certainly doesn't make an engine. So what's the missing piece here? Well, it turns out that Terriermon and Lopmon have a very neat trick hidden under those gigantic ears of theirs. Terriermon, Lopmon, and Terriermon Assistant are the cards that transform Alliance from a cute gimmick into a viable engine, and it's all thanks to the inheritable effect shared across all three rookies. That inheritable reads, when Alliance suspends one of your Digimon, this Digimon may digivolve into a 2-color green Digimon card in your hand for the cost. When this Digimon would digivolve by this effect, reduce the cost by 2. So basically, these rookies allow you to turbo up the line into a cheap level 5, and maybe even a cheap level 6. Obviously, with the EX4 lines, this enables you to quickly climb up into Black MegaGargomon or one of the 2 Cherubimons. And when you add in the Henry and Susie Wong Dual Tamer, you can further reduce the cost of digivolving if you have one of the 3 Alliance-enabling rookies in the sources. The Tamer also spawns one of the rookies if you have 1 or less Digimon in play, ensuring that you can pretty much always trigger Alliance. So basically, we have an engine that allows you to quickly climb up to a level 5 and potentially further, while pushing 2 damage. With the Dual Tamer, you can also boost your consistency by playing EX4 Terriermon or EX4 Lopmon, both of whom search for a dual-colored green Digimon and a Tamer on play. But that's not all. The 3 evolution lines also offer some interesting tools as you make the climb up. Black MegaGargomon's line buffs DP, offers D-Digivolution, Piercing, Blocker, and Reboot. The yellow Cherubimon line allows you to spread DP reduction around and recover security in a pinch. And the purple Cherubimon line offers Recursion, recovering green Digimon from the trash to your hand, playing green rookies from the trash, or allowing you to replay your Digimon in general when they get deleted. Now, the only caveat to all of this is that the Alliance engine really does want to pigeonhole you into green boss monsters, but if you can find a really good green dual color boss monster, well, that's when the magic really happens. The roster of dual color green boss monsters is unfortunately pretty slim at the time of recording, especially here in BT14, but you do still have some solid choices. Typhoon is a niche pick from BT11, allowing you to potentially suspend down entire boards, gain a ton of memory, and smash the opponent for massive piercing damage. The Imperialdramon line also has plenty of contenders. Starter deck Dragon Mode allows you to swarm the board, BT8 Fighter Mode offers board control and aggression, while the BT12 line are great at turboing into Fighter Mode and clearing the opponent's field entirely. We also received an Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Ace recently, which can spawn Tamers or small bodies, both of which are much needed in the Alliance engine. But of course, there is one card set to release in EX5 Animal Colosseum that puts the rest of these contenders to shame. And I think it goes without saying that this is the dual color green boss monster par excellence. That card is HeavyLeomon. This is a beefy green-black level 6 with the new Indomitable keyword, which allows it to revive itself upon deletion as long as it has evolution sources at the time of deletion. This absolute unit is also a fantastic board breaker, allowing you to digivolve something and bottom deck a 6000 DP or less body. And it triggers both of those effects when digivolving and on deletion. And on top of all that, it has an end of attack effect to bottom deck something with 4000 DP or less. And if it doesn't, it unsuspends. HeavyLeomon is the perfect boss monster for Alliance. You can swing up into a level 5 and then use this to reduce the opponent's board for the next turn. Or if you can swing at level 5 with Alliance, you can break the opponent's board and then dish out upwards of 3 damage. And of course, if you check a deletion trigger or a bigger body insecurity, you just come back right away. HeavyLeomon plays particularly well with the yellow Cherubimon and black MegaGargomon lines, since their ability to inflict DP reduction and digivolution can help HeavyLeomon's removal reach a little further. Just be a little mindful of the timing of these effects, as the EX4 cards tend to trigger their effects at the end of an attack. Here's a sample deck list using the Alliance engine to support a HeavyLeomon top end. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind is that you want a decent split of all of the Alliance level 5s, since they complement HeavyLeomon's removal very well. Now, of course, feel free to tweak these ratios to your preference. Just make sure to keep a healthy count of EX4 Wendigomon and the purple-green Antilomon in particular, since these, of course, will help you recur your combo pieces and grab things like HeavyLeomon back from the trash. Green Memory Boost and Agility Training work together quite well here, I think, especially in an even split. If you already have a body on board to trigger Alliance, then Agility Training can facilitate a quick digivolution chain into your level 6, while Green Memory Boost gives you the resources needed to play a rookie for Alliance in a pinch. Memory Setter Mimi also helps you get Alliance fodder in play by turboing the raising area, and you know, having 3 memory is exactly what you need to drop a rookie for Alliance fodder as well. X Antibody is here mostly for HeavyLeomon. When Indomitable revives HeavyLeomon, you can slot this card underneath it to ensure that it has a source and can potentially come back if the opponent outs it a second time. And this cheeky little option card enables the small Leopardmon X package that the deck does run. Now, regular old Leopardmon is not a dual color, but it can spawn bodies basically for free and give you access to a blocker in tricky situations. But it's also a stepping stone, of course, to its X antibody form. Leopardmon X allows you to play bodies at reduced cost, upwards of 7 cost reduction in fact, while also bottom decking increasingly large targets as your board gets wider. And the nice thing about being able to spawn all those free bodies is that it can set you up for some very, very big Alliance swings. Now, I'll be the first to admit that Alliance is not the most earth-shattering engine out there right now, and, you know, it is very, very niche, but within its specific niche, I actually think it can do some really, really cool stuff. And if you're a green player who's looking to pick up literally anything but Bloomlord, you know, I think this might be the one for you. And we have to keep in mind again that with the double Typhoon deck coming down the pipeline, this mechanic is only going to get more support. And if the results out of JP are anything to go by, well, 2024 is going to be the year of the weird dog rabbit thing. Now, I wanted to take a moment, of course, to commemorate a big milestone that the channel just hit. We hit 1,000 subscribers, and obviously I owe that to all of my viewers, both new and old. I really want to thank you guys for turning up whenever a video comes out and, you know, letting me kind of experiment and probably obsess a little bit too much over these shiny pieces of cardboard. But I have to say it has been really great growing into this tiny little corner of YouTube that I'm starting to call home. And I just hope that you guys will stick along for the ride with me as, you know, we try to navigate the waters of this sometimes infuriating but otherwise very enjoyable trading card game.